So I'll just go through a few basic tips of when to hide in, and then we'll try and lure the alien out, and we'll try and fight the alien, and I'll give you a few examples. So if you're playing really early on, then you'll probably find you don't have any particularly advanced equipment to fight the alien. What I mean by that is you can't kill the alien, but you can combat it later on in the game. So if we imagine that this is quite early on, your real tactics against the alien is to not be seen by the alien. A couple of pointers: hiding behind a table like this, even if you crouch and lower yourself, doesn't work. Putting yourself under a table like this against the alien also doesn't work, so don't bother doing any of these things. You can hide behind a box of this height and peek over. If you peek for too long, the alien will see you, so you need to make sure that you're tucked neatly in. The other thing that you can do is hide in the cupboard. So you hold down A to get in, you don't hold down A to stay in it, which sounds stupid, but I was trying to do that for a while. When you're in a cupboard, leaning forward will get you seen. Leaning back will reduce your chances of being seen. Now, in your hands you always have the motion tracker. When it's active like this and telling me there's a threat nearby, it's audible to the alien, so it will hear you if you have this out. You can't have it out when you're in a little box. Also, it will come up with a hold down left trigger to hold your breath. Now, sometimes you will just be seen in one of these and it will kill you, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's part of the game trying to scare you, which, as far as I'm concerned, is pretty cheap. But they've just decided to put that in. So that's the main tactics for hiding from the alien. Obviously, keeping your distance. Crawling when the alien is in the vicinity will make you less easy to be seen. But when the alien is in the area like this, patrolling around, you're generally going to be okay. Just walk in, bolt upright like this. It's absolutely no problem. If you run, then the game will punish you for that, and it will get the alien to appear and kill you. These vents here are absolute shockers. This is where the alien will come from in most sections. If you notice kind of a gel or like dribble coming from it, it means the alien is above it. If you walk below it or too close to it, it will just trigger a little video where you're killed immediately. So you have to be very, very careful of these things. If you're hiding in a room, don't hide underneath those. Keep them in front of you. There's usually only one in a room. Later on in the game, when you do fight the alien, you'll have a flamethrower, and I'll try and trigger the alien in a bit and show you the flamethrower against the alien, which is the most effective thing. Earlier on in the game, you'll have a Molotov, which, as long as you can get it in front of the alien, will guarantee the alien goes, but it will return. Aliens will also investigate flares. They'll investigate noisemakers. If you throw flashbangs, smoke bombs, EMP mines, or shoot guns, then they will be attracted to the location of the sound. Guns do not work against an alien, they're pointless. Stun batons do not work against an alien, they're pointless. Your best bet at the start of the game, if you're really trapped, is a Molotov. Once you get the flamethrower, which you do get pretty early on, I'll show you how to use that most effectively. Now, we'll try and trigger the alien just by firing off a shot here, which should get us an alien to drop down. So when the alien arrives, it's going to come to the sound. With your flamethrower, you only need a short burst just to burn it. It'll knock it back if it doesn't get rid of it. Once it's taken enough damage, it'll go. Now it will come back to this location, so what I need to do is to try and move myself out of there. So with the flamethrower, I wouldn't say it's game breaking, but it's going to completely change your experience once you've got it. You're probably no longer going to need to be afraid. Just be wary of the alien from this point onwards, and just be ready with your flamethrower. The fuel, you're probably not going to have too many problems with the fuel. I've played it on hard for quite a while, and I've never actually run out of flamethrower fuel. I think in one of my Let's Plays I got a little bit close to it, but I used a couple of Molotovs and that set me on the right track. So just a few final things with your motion tracker. If you're walking around, you can usually hear the alien up above you with kind of a weird little banging or a claw, blah 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 blah. You'll hear it above. That's just to give you a bit of a fair chance to know that it's there. If you see it pinging above you or directly above you, then it means it's in the vent, and it's obviously not going to just appear suddenly from you. That sound you just heard there is the alien entering the area, so he's probably dropped down in this analysis room here, or in one of those other rooms, and he's just going to do a little patrol. So if I get out of the way, it's saving me my flamethrower fuel. But he'll usually come back and investigate those locations. You want to try and keep yourself in a nice quiet room, or somewhere where you can keep your back against the wall, because, for example, if the alien dropped down in here, that'd be it for me. I wouldn't really be able to deal with it. There's too much noise going on. Anyway, I hope that has helped you fight the alien. I can see he's just disappeared back up that vent there. I'll give you a few little pointers just for making the game that little bit easier for you against the alien. Way too much flamethrower fuel there. Still scares me even now. Anyway, if you have any other tips that you'd like to share, or any other methods of fighting the alien, or you think I've missed anything, I feel like I've talked for a while now, but I've probably covered everything. But if you've got any hints or tips, then obviously leave those in the